Hey guys, I'm gonna do another one from the worksheet that is the proportional relationships worksheet. Okay, so the proportional relationships, additional problems. And in this case, I'm gonna look at number 21. So number 21 says Stephen receives 20 minutes of video game time every 45 minutes of dog walking he does. Another relationship, a ratio, 20 minutes of video games, right? For every what? 45 minutes of dog walking. So it's a ratio, right? This is my ratio, a relationship comparing two things, 20 minutes of video game time for every 45 minutes he walks a dog. So, if I have that in my ratio, what I've got now is if it says he wants 90 minutes of game time. So what he wants is that over here, he wants 90 minutes of games. How is he going to get video games? How is he going to get 90 minutes of video games? What does he have to do that, right? How much time will he need to spend with the dog to get 90 minutes? So what we have is another, so we need to figure out what this is. How many minutes of dog walking? And I realize in the problem it says how many hours. Well, once we get the minutes, we can convert the minutes to hours once we know those minutes. So first, but I'm going to keep it as minutes so I can see the comparison straight across. So I can set up, given this information, just get rid of the words and I can set up a proportion. 20 over 45 is equal to 90 over X. So I'm setting up a proportion based on the information I have. So I need to solve for X. Now, again, if it's nice, 20 times something is 90. That's not as easy to see. 20 times 4 is 80. I can get kind of close, right? Or I can look at this as I can look at this as a proportion. Which when you have a proportion, there's this process, and in fact, I'm going to point it out. This process called cross multiplication. It actually talks about it in example 2 on this same worksheet. So sometimes you can use a big giant 1, which makes it nice, easy, and quick. But then sometimes you have to use this cross multiplication method to find that missing value. So if you need another example of what cross multiplication is, there's one here too in the actual notes. Okay. So cross multiplication is you just take those numbers and multiply and bring it down. Take this number here, the 20, multiply with the X and bring it down. And then the equal sign just cruises down. You bring the equal sign down. So 90 times 45, I'll just write it out first, is equal to 20 times X. So I've got to do my math here. 90 times 45. Let's see, what is 90 times 45? Is 4,050 equals 20x. Now the whole goal is to get x alone. So I'm going to divide 20 to both sides to get my x by itself. So x equals, so let's see, that divided by 20 is 202 point, no, that doesn't make sense. I don't think I did that right. 4,050 divided by 20. Oh, yeah, okay. Is 202.5 or 202 and a half. You could look at it that way too. So now, what did I just find? I just found my x, which is my missing piece up here. So this is 202.5 or 202 and a half minutes. But the question says how many hours. So if I have 202 and 5/10 minutes, a half a minute, how many hours is that? Well, how many hours, how many minutes in an hour, right? Remember, if we're doing another conversion here, I would take this and I would multiply it by for every 1 hour, there's 60 minutes. Remember doing the conversion to where we would then see the minutes cancel out and I'm just left with hours. So what math is occurring here is basically taking 202.5 divided by 6. Divided by 60, sorry. And we get 3.375 is what, I don't need to put equal, hours. So 3.375 or 3 and 3,775 thousandths. So 3 and 375 thousandths of an hour. So that's how many hours he has to walk the dog to get that 90 minutes of video games. All right. So that's my answer there for that problem. All right. Thanks.